Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. Great. So, quick question. Have you ever felt like your future was hanging by a thread? If you have, you know that that's a terrible feeling, right? Well, that's exactly what 70,000 international students in Canada are experiencing right now. I got two calls this week. Both were from international students in Canada who have finished studying. They have their PGWP, that is the post graduation work permit, but they are confused because their PGWP is expiring in a few months and they have absolutely no idea on how to gain permanent residency in Canada before their PGWP expires. I even had one person tell me that he was making plans to go back to Nigeria as soon as the PGWP expires. And why this is a serious matter is that the PGWP is a one-time deal. Except by special policy, PGWPs are not extended and cannot be applied for more than once. Again, it's a serious matter and a stressful one for affected international students in Canada. No wonder students are now protesting in different parts of Canada. And in this video, we will dive deep into the protest and the uncertainties around the post-graduation work permits in Canada. And I will be offering some tips and strategies for students in this situation. So, from British Columbia to Ontario and Prince Edward Island, international students are taking to the streets, raising their voices through strikes, rallies, and public demonstrations. Why? Well, because they are facing the imminent expiration of their PGWPs in 2024 and 2025. Imagine working hard, investing in your education, paying such huge tuition, and then facing this kind of uncertainty. It's a tough spot to be in, even an unfair one in some ways. International students do contribute a lot to the economy of Canada, and they have spent a lot of money paying those huge fees. So it is not unhealthy for them to have some expectation for pathways to permanent residency. But then, what's really fueling these protests? Is it just about the permits or is there more beneath the surface? Well, let's unpack this. The lack of clarity regarding their future and the evolving immigration policies has left many international students feeling frustrated and helpless. And I can understand this because this is a system that seems to be changing the goalposts at every turn. This video will delve into the reasons behind the protests, the historical context of PGWP policies, and the current legislative landscape shaping the future for international students in Canada. So make sure to watch till the end for all the details. And hey, if you have any questions or thoughts, drop them in the comments below. I really want to hear your thoughts. Now, let's get into it. Did you know that Canada currently hosts about 2.8 million temporary residents, excluding refugees and asylum seekers? Out of these, around 2.4 million are international students and work permit holders, with 70,000 PGWP holders on the brink of losing their status in Canada. It's no wonder that we're seeing protests from coast to coast. One of the biggest issues here is unfulfilled expectations. Many international students who arrived between 2020 and 2022 planned their futures based on the CRS scores at the time. But with the stricter PR requirements now in place, they are struggling to meet those expectations. You can imagine how that feels if you have ever planned something meticulously only to have it thrown off course by unexpected changes. Another major gripe that international students have is unfair treatment. Students argue that their PGWP should be extended because it's not their fault that they have not been able to apply for permanent residence. They feel their investment in education and contributions to Canada should be recognized with fair chances for work permit extensions or PR. It's like buying a ticket to a concert and being told you can't enter because the rules changed after you bought the ticket. It's pretty frustrating. Additionally, many students relocated to provinces like Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, and Alberta for promising PR pathways, especially students from Ontario and British Columbia. But recent changes have thrown a wrench in their plans, leading to a sense of betrayal. I feel them. It's like having the rug pulled out from under your feet after making a big decision based on what seemed like a certainty. And let's not forget the economic and social impact, rising living costs, and limited job opportunities. All these are adding to the pressure. It's not just about getting PR, it's about surviving and thriving in Canada. Now, historically, the Canadian government allowed a temporary policy during the COVID-19 pandemic, granting PGWP holders an 18-month extension. This was a lifesaver for many, but it wasn't meant to be permanent. It made sense given that there was a pandemic at that time. There is no pandemic now. However, with the government holding firm that PGWPs can only be applied for once, international students are in a very, very tight spot. I am seriously hoping that the government will understand their plight and do something for them. And I'm not saying it's their right, I'm just hoping for some kind of leniency from the government. So, what should international students do now? Looking ahead, international students need to stay adaptable. Immigration policies will continue to evolve. There is no getting around that. It will happen. And aligning student skills with the in demand professions like healthcare, construction, and engineering can improve chances for PR. This might not help those whose PGWP is expiring in a few months' time, but might help those who are not in that situation yet. Now, for some timely and valuable advice for current and incoming international students in Canada, I will give you this advice. These are some that will benefit you. Number one, stay informed. Keep up with the latest updates from IRCC. Policies can change quickly, and staying informed will help you make the best decisions. Two, plan ahead. Don't wait until the last minute to start planning your future. Whether it's navigating the job market after getting your PGWP or applying for PR, give yourself plenty of time to navigate the process. Don't start thinking about it when you already have the PGWP. It's too late by then. Three, network. Build connections within your industry and community. Networking can open doors to job opportunities and provide support during uncertain times. Number four, focus on in demand fields. If you're still deciding on a career path, consider sectors that are in high demand in Canada, like healthcare, IT, and skilled trades. These fields often have more robust pathways to PR. And number five, utilize campus resources. Many universities and colleges have resources to help international students with job placements, with internships, and even immigration advice. Take full advantage of these services. Number six, engage in advocacy. Get involved in student groups and advocacy efforts. Collective action can sometimes influence policy changes and bring attention to important issues. Number seven, financial preparedness. Be mindful of your finances. Rising living costs can add stress. So, budgeting and financial planning are crucial. Number eight is your mental health. Don't neglect your mental well being. The uncertainty can be stressful, so make sure to seek support if you need it. In conclusion, the situation for the 70,000 international students with expiring PGWPs is complex and evolving. The outcome of ongoing protests and upcoming federal elections will likely shape the future for these students. For now, staying informed, adaptable, and engaged in advocacy is crucial, and stay positive, pray, and be hopeful. Make sure you don't break any immigration rules. And if you have to revert to a visitor status in the meantime, please do that. It's better. Now tell me, what are your thoughts on these issues? Do you have any personal experiences or stories to share? Let us know in the comments below. I really, really feel you, and I believe that things will turn around very soon for international students in Canada. So please keep your head held high, okay? I have done a video previously on steps to take if your PGWP is expiring and you are yet to apply for PR. And this is the video here. Please watch it next to get more insight on this issue. Thank you so much for watching the entire video. Hopefully, you found the information useful. Like the video and subscribe for more timely and valuable Canada information. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay positive.